To be honest, I didn't expect such a big difference between these two guitars. Gibson Les Paul standard 50s on my right and Gibson Les Paul standard 60s on my left. Could you hear the difference? Please let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. It was kind of shocking, to be honest. It was kind of shocking. I didn't expect this much difference between the two guitars. Guys, please support my work. I've been preparing for this video recording for 3 hours. I just wanted to be sure the settings are the same on the guitars. I really measured the gap between the strings and the pickups. I tried my best to set up with the exact same specs, you know, the same action. How I set the guitars all the time. They can make a difference, but I wanted to have the same settings on these two instruments. I put brand new strings on them, obviously the same brand, same gauge strings on them. Yeah, pickup heights. Yeah, a lot of work went into this video, so please support my work, support my art by sending me a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much, and please just let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. You know, I just wanted to know if you hear the same thing what I can hear here in this room. These are from the same range, from the same era, from the same factory line. Little differences in the specs, and at the end those little differences, as you could hear, make a huge difference, much bigger than I thought, than I expected. So let me know your thoughts, please. Just let me know what you think down in the comment section below. hey, I just wanted to shoot this video because I always wanted to, record the difference and show the difference to you guys, so you can make your own decision when you choose your Gibson Les Paul standard guitar. I think this is quite useful. Hope we hear the same thing. So Gibson Les Paul standard and Gibson Les Paul standard 50s versus Les Paul standard 60s. You know what? In the specs, the biggest difference, let's start with the biggest difference, is the neck shape. On the 60s they call it slim taper neck shape or neck profile, much thinner, like night and day, like such a big difference. So the 50s, this guitar has a vintage 50s neck profile, that's how they call it, and at least it feels like it's the double of the size, so fatter definitely. You can have a much better grip and much better, how do you say, distribution between the guitar neck and your palm. It feels your palm, it feels my palm. I always feel that on a short scale guitar I always prefer big chunky fat necks, because it's just a better grip and it's a better feel, and I can dig. I always feel I can dig deeper and I can play with better feeling on these guitars. While on the 60s, this is like a fucking sporty neck. That's why after I recorded the first segment of this video, what you can see today, recorded that little rhythm guitar part on this guitar, and I jumped onto this guitar and I felt, fuck's sake, what a difference between the two neck shapes. This is much lighter, it's a sporty neck. My fingers want to run faster on them or play crazy lines and play fast, while on this one, just fucking take it easy, dig deeper, play longer and nicer vibratos and long sustaining notes. Don't fucking rush it, just play with feel. This one I always wanted to play more, That's the difference. That's a huge difference feeling wise. So this is a sporty neck, this is a fat old motherfucker big blues neck. Obviously I prefer this on my right because I play this sort of music, but for someone who plays with more modern lines and modern fusion style players, I think they prefer this sportier neck. So that is the number one difference what I felt. And the other difference between the two guitars are the pickups. So these both have Burstbucker pickups, but on the 60s in the specs they call them Burstbucker 61R, Burstbucker 62. So some kind of tweaking happened with the pickups as well. I felt it immediately. I heard it immediately. I think the pickups and the thinner neck makes this guitar on my left much brighter and a bit faster and bit thinny-winny. I think I can call those notes, especially the overdriven sounds. In the guitar, in this video I'm going to play clean and overdriven examples plugged after I just finished the playing on this one, grab the cable, plug into this, so the same setting, same setup on the amp. I didn't change anything. I have no pedals on the floor. Guitar goes straight into that Rivera hand wired amplifier, which sounds fucking awesome, and I love this amp. Just a tad, just teeny-weeny, just a tad of reverb from the amp, because it has a beautiful valve-driven reverb, and I just have to dial it in. It makes the sound more how do you say, more easy digesting for your ears. So I really like reverb, just a tad, not too much. So guitar straight to the amp and then go into Pro Tools. So I don't do any difference, and I could hear this sounds tinny winny, but it has much more presence, much brighter. So it produces a bit more overtones. It produces overtones easier, because it has more high end, more top end. I think it goes to this squealing, interesting sounds easier. This one on my left, and maybe the bigger neck, the smaller, thinner neck resonates a bit more. So different acoustics as well. And the 61, 62 burst buckers, whatever, I don't know, I have no idea what they tweaked, but for my ears this guitar has much less middle range and low end, but it has more top end, more brightness, more presence, and a tad more overtones. While this one is a good old fucking Les Paul. This is the Les Paul sound, what I could hear on those famous recordings. This is slow, take it easy, lot of fucking middle range, in the face sound. It's not ice pick. This one can be ice picky much easier, much more top end and presence and harshness from these pickups and from this layout. Why this one is just smooth and soft and in the face, and it has big massive fucking bowl and low end. Yes, much difference. I didn't expect this. The tuners are different as well. I don't know what difference tuning pegs and tuners make huge difference in the sound. I can't explain what because I'm not a physicist, but definitely has. So this has the Grover ones, this has the old school vintage style deluxe tuners, like the historic range, like the Gibson 50, 58, 59, 57 historics got the same tuners, while this is much more modern, and I think big more metal on these, and obviously that can make more presence and much more brightness. The nuts, I've double checked everything. I side by side I opened this spec sheet on the Gibson website, and I checked one by one what difference nuts are the same, so they can't make this big difference. Obviously stop tailpiece, ABR one, all those are the same. Orange drop capacitors, pickups are different. So I think for me, this guitar, the 60s, sounds like they put a bit more V in the EQ curve, like these pickups take a big middle range out from the 50s one. So maybe it's a bit more V, much higher on the top end, not too much higher on the low end, because somehow I couldn't hear this much enough low end from these pickups. But they took middle or low middle out from these and increased the top end, I think, and maybe just a tad more output from these pickups. Maybe these pickups are louder, punchier a bit. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I don't know how much compression gonna be added by YouTube, and what's going to happen with the audio of this recording. It never sounds the same when I'm listening back from YouTube. It's something happens when they convert my videos and the audios what I upload. I have a little studio here and I make sure it sounds great, but sometimes when I upload it to YouTube, the difference, I can hear some crazy differences, but hey, don't worry about it at the moment. So what do you think? Let me know your thoughts. By the way, both of these guitars are available on rolliesguitars.co.uk. Check it out, great price. I can guarantee you won't be disappointed with any of these instruments. So which one would you go for? The Les Paul 50s with the much more low end and middle range. It doesn't rush anymore. It has a lot of feelings. It has a lot of knowledge. It has a big, massive motherfucker neck. So you can play with much more feeling, good old slow bluesy vibratos, and you can dig deep, you can have deeper conversations with this guitar. Or on the left, would you go for a nice and young and slim and fast and attractive, because I know she has a much more attractive top end as well, or top as well. So which one would you go for? Les Paul standard 50s or Les Paul standard 60s? Let me know. Please let me know in the comment section below. And hope you enjoyed this video. Bye bye.